have here is a group of field workers from across the country and the builders we have assembled to participate in a workshop whose main purpose is to share with the directors after their visit to Germany, where there were proposals of a project to set up a special kind of stove which is user-friendly and environmentally friendly. And what the director with the entire staff have decided on is to start first with the theoretical aspect of this stove and then go on to carry out demonstrations as to the setting up of that stove.
Good morning.
Point. The foundation. You need simply a flat piece of ground which can be reinforced with concrete if you can, and then you're going to set up your bricks as that lady is demonstrating.
Exactly.
I see. So there we are. That's one of our qualified builders, isn't it?
Yes.
You said Maina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So there she is demonstrating the very foundation upon which that stove is built. As you can see, these are locally available resources. Those bricks are ordinary earth bricks, and there's hardly any cement used there.
Okay. Yeah. That's just an example of the foundation, how the whole thing starts.
And the size, does it have a standard size or the size can vary?
That's a standard size, but if you want to make it bigger, that means you have to double the grater and double the warmer.
I see.
But then it will become so expensive because the grater and those two things are now very expensive.
And even then for indoor purposes it would be unsuitable because it will take up most of the space.
Whole room in the
Yeah, yeah. So, your name, if I can ask, ma'am? Maina Dube.
Yeah.
And you are a builder?
Yeah.
I see. And I don't know what other advantages you can point out about this particular stove.
Another advantage we have is because this one, you can't buy it. It's ours.
You get it local.
You get it local. And all these fours here, you get it local.
In other words, most of the material that you are using here, they are local available. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Some of it can be just scrap metal, which you can use. I noticed there are two compartments there. One hole on top then you've got some meshed something, then a bottom hole. Can you explain more about that? Okay.
You put fire here.
For your firewood?
Yes.
Okay.
Here,
you collect the ash.
the ash.
I see. So as you can see, that hole is not very big, and therefore very little firewood is needed. And then you're going to have plenty of heat. Okay? And that bigger hole is your?
Is for baking.
That's your oven?
Yes.
I see. So the top part, quite a huge oven that can be used. So it can serve a dual purpose, both for cooking and baking at the same time.
Yes.
That's a major advantage.
Yes.
Okay. And that can obviously improve the nutrition of the children, because you can bake more so during these days when there's shortage of bread.
Yes.
You can make your own homemade bread.
Yes.
And at the same time you're cooking delicious meal for your family. I see. It's a very beautiful project indeed. Any other advantage you may want to point out?
Another advantage is to, when I put my fire here, my house can't have
a lot of smoke.
smoke.
I see.
And it's warm in the house.
Or it also warms the house, more so during the winter period. I see.
When overnight I put the water here, in the morning my children take the water, it's still hot.
I see. So there you are. You can boil water for a variety of purposes. One, for drinking. By boiling, you are actually trying to purify it, getting rid of all the invisible germs. But at the same time, you can have warm water for bathing. It is a wonderful and very ingenious creation indeed. I see. As one can see very clearly, from the fire compartment, there is a hole which is supposed to bring in heat to the oven, and then you can bake. I see. These field officers, they are going to have a field of influence over quite a large number of women in the rural areas. The directors, the entire staff of Jekesa Pungwa, the field officers, and the builders are truly grateful for the assistance that they have received up to date. It is a hope that this symbiotic relationship can only but blossom.
Inonga tumirana,